Introduction. Does the idea of living in a completely self-centered playground of oblivious, naive selfishness sound eternally rewarding? Ignorance is bliss, right? If your natural response is something like, wait, hold on, no, of course not, that sounds like an indulgent hellscape, then you are likely on my side of the fence, and the pages that lay ahead may leave a beneficial impression. Have no false impressions, though. I am not delicate in my wording. Full-blown trigger warning for anyone not prepared to have their values or delusions challenged. I make mild attempts to temper where I deem necessary, but am more likely to throw you and your loved ones under the bus where tolerance is not subjective. Half-assed disclaimer behind us, let me explain how I might diagnose anyone drawn to reading this. We live in a consumer culture more interested in converting you into being a nebulous blob of characteristics that can sell you crap you probably do not need. This means convincing you that you should be insecure, but also that you should pretend that you are not through social media. Social media allows you to be further targeted and made to feel ugly, worthless, and inept, while also preventing you from spending time in the real world socializing. Why? Because that might break your addiction to it, reduce your revenue, make you less likely to perpetuate the cycle through showing your activity and support while never having a realistic and real-life experience that may counter all of those effects. Not only that, no, there's more. It is also set up entirely to silo you into your in-groups, pitting you up against out-groups, further distorting your ability to perceive your own needs, while encouraging you to be hateful towards your out-group. Winning! You are also lonely and depressed, yet you do not understand why, because you are convinced that you have lots of friends and you socialize. This despite the fact that you do not actually talk to nearly anyone. You never get non-junky dopamine fixes validation by an actual person through body language or other cues. When you are interacting with other people, it's weird because your skills are feeble from neglect. You only know how to troll and be snarky, and humans don't like that face-to-face. Not only that, but all the distortion does not allow you to know what is healthy or normal. Healthy and normal is not cool. Healthy and normal does not need the gym, does not need hookups, rather than loving and validating relationships. Does not need a trunk of products to give the illusion of perfect beauty. Does not need to depend on its environment to tell it what it is. Heap on top of that eons of approving narcissistic behavior that rapes and pillages to make a buck. Fuck the charred remains and the destruction of the collective psyche traumatized by neglect and abuse, so ordinary we cannot even see it, so pervasive we assume that the garbage humans that surround us, family often included, are acceptable. We look around in despair, not a lifeline in sight, all the while concluding we are not trying hard enough to succeed, or some other idealizing distraction from the truth cliche we hear nonstop. You, my friends, yes, I mean it, friend, are the outlier, the weirdo, the one who, damn it all, would not conform. And if you do, you still do not feel right about it, and hallelujah, your soul or whatever is still intact. Count yourself lucky, blessed, on the right side of karma, whatever BS translates the facts. What I am hoping to do here is to explain in my bestest anecdotal, only half-educated but highly observant way I possibly can, the benefits of deviant introspection. I am a bit brash, so you may not be on board for this, but I challenge the notion that humility is the cure. Humility breeds conformity, which is not a sin. Nothing is. That is total BS regardless. But rather an encouragement of false piety. In my good book, false piety is abhorrent and narcissistic, vain and attention-seeking. True liberation that would not ask for cash through tithing or any other cons is discovered through self-centeredness. Oh, damn me to heck for encouraging anyone to replace the old gelatin tube with their own spine. Everyone, everything, every corporation trying to convince you that you are needy and unfulfilled, of course, not because of anything they did or lobbied for, will tell you that focusing on yourself in the non-shallow, demoralizing, insecurities breeding way makes you a bad person. Insert ad for useless self-help books, which, let us be clear, this is not. This is a compilation of my thoughts on topics because I want to help. Because I want to maybe flip your head around a time or two. Having an internal locus of control makes you arrogant, they would have you believe, as if there's no line between healthy and delusional. Well, friend, I hope to restore your faith that someone will tell it to you straight with no motive beyond maybe helping you to believe that you are not alone when you can see straight. Healthy self-interest and introspection may have metaphorically been beaten out of you. I can show you how it happened, why it happened, and perhaps even how to amend some of the damage. I am limited to my own perspective, but gosh darn it if my personality type combined with my own life's abuses and traumas have taught me how to be hypervigilant. I am observant as a mofo, and I have references for validating my intelligence. I would include them here, but they do not need the phone calls, emails, or texts. I grew up in poverty, neglected by crappy parents, one of whom is an alcoholic. I have recently gone no contact, post an informed decision-making period, and I feel great. I am scrappy, so I clawed my way through a decade of college attendance, acquiring 2 associate's degrees, humanities and human services, and a bachelor's degree, public policy with a concentration in administration. I love books, learning, research, and am absolutely drooling on myself fascinated by human behavior, if my degrees do not give it away. Overall, I'm an amicable gal, but I also understand what we know and what we are choosing to leave unaddressed about society. Narcissism is killing us by those who are paying everyone who could not to stop it. This is not only egregious, it is fucking disgusting, repulsive, and self-perpetuating. We are fully aware that we are supporting our one demise on the dime of those being slaughtered. My brain is my engine, but my morals are my home base. I know I am smart and have been told I should be a teacher. I'm fairly articulate on paper and want to use my skills for good. Always have. I got my bachelor's hoping to lobby for a non-for-profit. Ha! I was laughed at for it then, too, so it's okay. I accept that I may be grabbing at straws, but I have applied my problem-solving skills here aspirationally. You have a mind of your own. I'm the last person who would ever want to take that away from you. Instead, I hope to inspire a different way of thinking. I hope to trigger in you a faith in your ability to discern truth for yourself, to maybe cause you to question what you are told with logic rather than transitory passivity, to not get you to agree with me, but to wonder about how you really feel, perhaps in spite of what you have been told you do or should feel. I want to juggle your brain box from afar in a different time and place. Maybe erase your indifference like an Etch-a-Sketchy, or probe for answers like a Magic 8. I have juggled my own brain box for quite some time now. I am pretty decent at it, but of course I am. I think it's fun. I would not do this without your permission. I have to ask. Will you grant me the honor of juggling your brain box? Come on. You know you want to. I'm such a creep. I hope I haven't ruined it and you say yes. For the love of all that's holy, say yes.